Next thing. So the tempo of ministry in our time has changed. And it's one reality that a whole lot of people have not come to terms with. So Elijah was at such a point in that 1 Kings chapter 19. And a lot of ministers today, firebrand, potent, envisioned, powerful, have gone to a point where it's like there's a drop. There's a drop in zeal, in enthusiasm. There's a drop in the level of fire. There's a drop in most things. And I begin to ask God, why? And I want to quickly run through these 8 things. These are 8 things that contains with the fire in us. That as we get busy, as we walk, Jesus said something. After the woman that was healed of issue of blood touched him, he said, virtue has gone out of me. Virtue has gone out of me. And it's a reality we must come to terms with, that the more we minister, the more we lose energy. The more we minister, the more we lose our potency. The more we give ourselves to the work, day after day. So we could get so busy with the work. The only time we now know is when we get to a point where you begin to experience inertia. This level of not wanting to do anything. Just being sterile. This state of being inactive. This state of being passive. This state where you just suffer burnout. I remember, even Sunday away, my pastor in Ibadan, when Bishop Tony, moved over from Nigeria to South Africa, that was the man, or his friend. In those days, GSM. No, the only way we can communicate was email. And email, you go to the cyber cafe maybe once a week. So, Reverend Sunday Aware and Reverend Sunday, I call them the 3 triple stand that was holding Ojo in Ibadan. The 3 of them. So, Reverend Sunday Aware happens to be the one who handed me over to that was pastoring me in his absence. And I remember a time he was to travel to Hong Kong. And every day he would drive to Lagos for his transit visa. He has to travel through Air France. He will go to there and return back in the evening. They will tell him, come back 3 days' time or something like that. He will go again. Then the last time, the day he was to travel, his Hong Kong visa was with him. He was to preach to the church, a redeemed church there. So we went together to Lagos, preached in the meeting. I preached 2 days out of those 5 days. Preached the other days. And he went for the visa that day, and French embassy refused the visa. They said the program you are going for starts today, and you are going to travel. You are going to arrive there 2 days' time. So by the time you get there, the program has already gone, and it's a 5 days program. Those people can be funny sometimes. So for that reason, they refused him. So after the program, I had to drive. He was so tired. But you see, he was driving himself from Ibadan to Lagos. So after they refused him visa, the next day we left the hotel and drove down to Ibadan. Do you know, as he got home that night, he did not step out of his house for the next 3 weeks. He passed out. He was on drip for 3 weeks. And the doctor said, thank God they refused him visa. He will have passed out in the aircraft. His body was only waiting for when he would be in a relaxed mood. Because he had been busy, he had been very busy. And I discovered that that's one thing. Many times, our spirit has left the body. But because we are busy and active, you will not know until when the conference is over, until when the crusade is over, until when the program has ended. And then you just relax 1 day or 2 days, pam. You just pass out. So that state of so active could be very deceptive. It could be deceptive. It could get a man to a point where he becomes irredeemable. And these are the few things I discovered are responsible for eating up our fire. Number 1, I call it expectations. The expectation on us as men of God and women of God is so high. Especially at our time, in our time. It's so high. Expectation from our members. They just want you to be there every time, every now and then. Oh, because you're the man of God. Oh, there's a standard they have set for you. That if, after all, you are the man of God. And you call yourself a man of God. The expectation from the society is so high. It's so high as a pastor, as a minister, as a pastor's wife, as a female minister. The expectation is so high. And many times we are running a race to live up to the expectation of the people. I'm sure the story or the incident of one of our brothers in Port Harcourt here will still be fresh in the mind of some of us who left the sick bed where he was on admission in Lagos to run down to Port Harcourt here because the members expect him to be behind the pulpit. Though he was sick and they knew, and he lost his wife just 1 year ago. But nobody else will be the one to join them except him. And he was before them, waited for them. Like I had, the sick came late. And another time he was waiting, his body was already passing out. When they came, he told them, I'm so tired. Please, Pastor so. They said, no, it must be you. He said, but you guys came. Do you know the worst part of it? When he told them I can't enter the auditorium to conduct the wedding, they left that day and still went to another pastor and still did the wedding that same day.